Yep.
All right, here we go. We are moving to varsity from JV, and
Who are you?
I'm Coach Weinrich, and this is Cooking with Coach. Is this episode 2? I don't know what this airs.
Season 1, episode 2.
Season 1, episode 2. Yesterday was
Get your stuff
meatloaf.
together.
Today is brajol. Don't know how to spell it. I can say it though after watching The Sopranos.
And eat it.
The first thing I gotta do, this meat's a little thick. I'm going to bang the meat a little thinner here.
The meat tenderizer.
Using my tenderizer.
Wow, that looks good. That's working out nice. So why does it matter if you make the meat thinner? Why does that have to...
So I'm making this thinner so that when I'm going to be putting other ingredients in here, and then it's easier to roll up.
Nice.
If it's thick, it's kind of a pain to roll up, and it's harder to keep it too thick inside there. So I find all the same kind. So I do 2 different kinds of meat. So there's going to be 2 different sizes, but should be good. Next step in this, I'm going to take this saran wrap off.
So Coach, while you're doing that, do you want me to heat up this pan with some oil?
I'd throw a stick of butter in it.
Oh, you want to use butter? Okay, let's go with butter then. Can't go wrong with butter.
So, here we go. Capicola ham. I like spicier stuff, so that's what we're gonna use here. You can use other kinds of Italian meat, but we're gonna go with the
So you can use a meatball?
ham. Probably not a meatball, but
I see you're wearing a meatball on your shirt though, I just wanted to ask.
sure am.
Okay, so we're gonna get this pan hot with some butter. It's really important to note that we sanitized this surface before we did any work there first, because with Corona-19 going on, wash your hands and keep social distance. We're 6 feet apart.
That's right. Safety first. Hey Vic.
Vic? You're referring to Michael Vick
Yeah.
and his quality time with dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to
You might wanna go
invade
with
the
the time lapse
6-foot
here.
purpose.
Maybe just. All right, step 2. I got some mozzarella cheese. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. I like a ton of cheese, so I was going to use just the bag and sprinkle it on, but like I said, if you like an ingredient, use more of it. There we go. Cheese ready for you. Some of these will probably just need 1 slice.
So type of cheese doesn't matter so much.
Type of cheese doesn't make too big of a difference here, but
I like a provolone.
I was looking for provolone, and I guess I underestimated the amount of cheese that I would need here. So we're gonna split it up.
We
a
have
little
some
bit.
sprinkled mozzarella if you want
That's
to
alright. That'll be fine. It'll cook and
ooze all over.
yeah.
You
Alright.
put that cheese and stuff on before you sear this meat, because you put everything in it
Yep.
together, correct?
Yep. And now I'm gonna put the smaller stuff in, like the onions. We'll go with the onions next. Actually, I'm gonna go with the red pepper flakes because I like the stuff a little spicier. So we're just gonna throw a little bit of red pepper flakes in there.
And of course, if somebody doesn't like it spicy, they don't have to use red pepper flake.
That's right. Just don't use this ingredient.
Or adjust the amount depending on how spicy you like it.
I'd say we could leave some out, but by the time this is done in 2 hours, I won't know which ones have the red pepper
Correct.
flakes and which ones don't.
True.
Also, none of my products are ever gonna be geared towards the vegan crowd, as you can
Garlic.
Parsley flakes.
tell. Here we go. Here's some onion. You know, if you don't like onion that much, one, you're crazy.
Yeah, parsley.
But two, just don't use that much of it. I also didn't feel like chopping garlic, so got a bottle of already chopped up garlic here.
Do you mind if I put the
Go
parsley on
ahead,
it
sprinkle some parsley.
while we're going?
I wasn't gonna cut up parsley either, just because I feel like it doesn't taste like anything, and it's just for the show. But I don't know.
I disagree. I think parsley adds flavor to a lot of things.
I like parsley also.
I add it to my potatoes often.
Ooh, that's
I add it to a lot of different dishes. I think parsley adds good flavor.
all right.
That's some serious garlic.
It is.
So what is that? I've never actually seen garlic like that. It looks like
Minced.
It's
looks like
freeze dried.
dehydrated.
Yeah, it's freeze dried.
Okay. Huh. I've only ever used fresh garlic or garlic out of a jar.
Yep, got the garlic clove over there, but chose to take the easy way on this one.
All right.
So next step is just gonna be, I'll show you with one of these and then we can pause it. But I'm going to, just from the bottom here, I think I put all my ingredients. Oh, salt and pepper.
No.
Maybe just some pepper. Alright.
The ham's going to be a little salty to begin
Yeah,
with.
I'm gonna go without the salt. I think I'm just gonna put some pepper on
I
this.
think you can add just a little bit of salt, but you know, I think for people that are making this at home, you know, be careful with the amount of salt that you use.
Alright. So here's how this is gonna be. I'm just gonna take the bottom here, I'm gonna roll it up. This one's gonna have capicola hanging out the side just because this piece of meat was smaller. And I'm gonna take my toothpick right here. I'm gonna go in from the side so that when I sear this in the pan, it's not gonna prevent it from being able to roll. So there we go.
Almost like you're stitching it closed.
Yeah. Right in through the side and then through the top. And right there is what I'm going to be putting in that pan of butter.
Okay.
All right?
So we want to put one of those in to start, and then we'll be back later when they're all done.
Yeah. Just drop it in. You're gonna brown the sides of it.
What kind of pan are we using? We're using a cast iron pan with butter in it, but if you don't have cast iron, you can use any type of pan that you have. You just want to, you're just saying to brown this
Yep, brown it
steak,
up.
correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
No. You still gotta mix it and turn it so it doesn't burn. As you can see, starting to brown here on the outside of our rolled up brajol. Just turn this. We want to get that nice on as much as we can. When we're done with that, we're going to drop it into our sauce here that we turned on the oven. It's just your regular red sauce we dumped in. Any kind you like. If you like the 3-piece kind or the regular, it doesn't matter. Whatever your favorite sauce is, throw it in and drop it in from the pan.
Okay, Coach, we'll be back in a moment as we move on to the next phase of this. Great
Sounds
job
good.
cooking with Coach Wenrick.
All right, our last piece of meat is browned up nicely. We're gonna throw this one in and then throw it into our pot here with our red sauce. Turn that off. And we're gonna let that cook for a couple hours, stirring it every 10 minutes or so. And we'll just keep an eye on it.
Do you keep it covered or do you leave it open like that?
So I'm gonna cover this one up just kind of keep that heat in so we can cook through the meat. After it's starting to boil here, so I'm going to start to turn it down to low so that we can just let it simmer for a couple hours here and just soak in all that flavor.
So how long of the time frame you looking at?
Probably about 2 hours right now.
Total, from start to finish? Or are you
About
gonna
2
let
hours.
it simmer in the sauce for 2 hours?
I'm gonna let it simmer there for at least an hour and a half. It's not gonna hurt it to go a little longer. So we'll check back in with you. We're also gonna be making a pasta side dish, and we got some bread to go along with it. So we'll see you guys in a bit. So if you come take a look here, we've got, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so left on our meat here on the brajol. Coach Davis is going to be helping us make this look more appealing by chopping up some parsley.
So what we did was just simply wash the parsley just to make sure it's clean and ready to go. Just put it on a little cutting board, and then we're just gonna basically cut it for garnish purposes only. It doesn't really add much to it since we've added parsley to the middle of it, but it's gonna make your dish look awful nice at the end.
We're going to accompany that with some pasta here, spaghetti, as well as some sliced up baguette with some butter on it. So we'll come back to you with the final product, and
Looking to go in about 5 minutes, Coach?
sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll be back with you. All right. So our brajol is done. We're gonna take them out of the sauce here. We've got our plates of pasta already set up. Just gonna put it right there on top. We can scoop a little bit of sauce on later if we want, but the main thing here, you gotta make sure you get those toothpicks out, or you are going to find yourself in some pain eating into there. So there we go, the toothpicks are out. Throw a little bit of sauce on here, and we're gonna throw some bread, some Parmesan cheese, and some parsley on top of it. And when you're done with it, the final product is gonna look like that.
Voila.
And you've got brajol.
Beautiful.
We are playing music.